On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out here with the option left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Jackson on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first 49-yard line. Again, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's not surprised when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
14. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pick up there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 17, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And a Raven first down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Three straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, no takes start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pick.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
On third down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It's Mixon on the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Mixon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And a Raven first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
No gain on the play there. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Raven first down.
Jackson will throw again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Going left side, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Bengals 24, Ravens 14.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mixon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown
from 3 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Again, Jackson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Ravens 22. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Space to run past the 20. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire